Welcome to Circle Sanctuary's Ancestral Spirits Full Moon Circle. At this Samhain time of year, when it is said that the veil is thinnest between the living world and that of our ancestors, we call to them and welcome them to join our circle this evening. It is my honor to be your guide this evening and to first introduce our High Priestess and Senior Minister, Reverend Selena Fox.
Thank you, Judah. And full moon blessings and blessings of Samhaintide to all of you in the Northern Hemisphere and the coming of Beltane in the Southern Hemisphere. Well, this is a transformative full moon time, and I welcome all who are joining us live and all of you who will join us later when this is archived. Bright blessings.
Nikki, will you now please give us some Circle Sanctuary announcements?
Hi, everyone. Welcome to our October Ancestral Spirits Full Moon Circle. Thank you all so much for being here tonight. We have just a few announcements for the evening. Remember, you can check the Circle Sanctuary website at www.circlesanctuary.org for more information. Be sure to like and follow our Circle Sanctuary Network podcast page on Facebook for links and updates about all the upcoming podcasts. There's also an archive of past podcasts at the CSNP webpage at the Circle Sanctuary website. Our next Full Moon Circle is the Gratitude Full Moon Circle, which will be on Friday night, November 19th. If you are interested in participating, please contact Judith Sizes. It will also be live streamed on the Circle Sanctuary YouTube channel. You can join Circle Sanctuary in celebrating Samhain virtually next Saturday, October 30th. The annual meeting is at 10 a.m. Central Time, and ordinations for Andrew Bear, James Jufer, and Judith Quitner Sizes will be at 11 a.m. Central. Both will be broadcast on Circle's YouTube channel. The Samhain Virtual Festival starts at 1 p.m. Central Time. Registration is required. Please visit the Circle Sanctuary website. Please consider supporting Circle through joining our membership program. Members receive the quarterly newsletter, membership patch and card. Membership also includes discounts on products and events. You can also help support Circle by donating to the Circle Sanctuary COVID-19 Relief Fund or by shopping on our online resource shop. You can stay updated. If you're not already getting the free monthly e-bulletin, Circle Times, email circle@circlesanctuary.org and request that you be added to the email list. You'll get a summary of our events online and in person and other news. Thank you.
I now call on Dree to cast our circle.
Welcome all and bright blessings. I invite you to soften your gaze or close your eyes and connect with the spirit of community. We're here together in circle. As I call to the north and the powers of earth, remember, feel your body and your groundedness. This body is created by the DNA passed down from your ancestors. I call to the east and the powers of air. Taking a breath and realize that this is the same air breathed by your ancestors. I call to the south and the powers of fire. In the behavioral realm, we are practicing the lessons that were taught to us by our ancestors. I call to the west and the powers of water, the blood in our veins, the tears of joy and sorrow that we have shared with our ancestors. I call to the cosmos above, all of the stars and planets, the dust that makes up the matter of all of us. I call to the planet below, the giver of all life, our oceans and lands. I call to the center within, the inner spirit that's connected to all things. Thank you for being here and blessing and protecting our circle. So mote it be.
Thank you. I now call on Dia to give an invocation.
Let all come forward who, into the sacred space, who would cast aside their worldly cares and concerns and join us in heart, mind, and spirit as we call the ancestors. For we call the ancestors, ancient and long gone, great family members, grandmothers, grandfathers, mothers, fathers, uncles, aunts, sisters, brothers, cousins, and those we have chosen to be our family who have passed beyond the earthly veil and beyond our physical touch. We call the ancestors to be in and about the virtual circle and to be the pressure of a hand upon our shoulder, the gentle brush of phantom lips upon our cheeks, the squeeze of our palm, which no physical hand is holding, the flickering lights, the stirring of the breeze, the unusual dance in the flame, all the ways that those beyond the veil reach out to us. Let us know that the ancestors have come.
Richard will now light our moon fire.
At this full moon, we honor our ancestral spirits. Using fire scrying is one way pagans have to connect with our ancestors. I light this beeswax candle to create a small, warm moon fire. This fire, be it a small candle flame or a large bonfire, can be the focus of ancestors' scrying. So mote it be.
I now invite all of our presenters to light your own candle, to welcome your ancestors into this circle, and to welcome all who are joining us here tonight or watching us later, to invite them into our circle and all of their ancestors and their ancestors and their ancestors. So mote it be. Selena now has an ancestral spirit full moon's chant for us.
The bright moon is shining at this sacred time of year. Let us connect with that bright moon as a glowing silver orb. And let us call on this bright moon as the moon of ancestors. Attune and commune with full moon. Attune and commune with full moon. Attune and commune with full moon. Ancestors of family, ancestors of inspiration, ancestors of place, ancestors, we call to you, we honor you, we commune with you. Welcome, full moon and ancestral spirits.
Angel now has a myrrh incense blessing for us.
Thank you, Judith. This is myrrh, and in my tradition and in several traditions around the world, myrrh is considered an incense associated with death and dying, and specifically the preparation of the bodies of the dead for burial. I thought it very appropriate for our work with ancestors tonight. And I light this incense to purify our sacred space, as its sweet fragrance flows outward and expands to fill the area. May it form a circle of protection all around us to keep away all those entities of ill intent who wish us harm. And as its smoke rises upwards to the heavens, may it carry all our intentions and prayers this night up to the celestial throne of the divine, however you understand them. And this blessing I call down on all those gathered for our circle. May your eyes be opened to see beyond the veil. May your ears be opened to hear beyond the veil. May your heart be open to receive those who passed beyond the veil. And may the spirit above and the spirit below, the spirit within and the spirit without, unite all of us with the spirits of our ancestors for this sacred work. So may it be.
Thank you, Angel. This is a Samhain song by Lisa Thiel. Samhain, Samhain, let the ritual begin. We call upon our sacred ancestors to come in. Samhain, Samhain, we call upon our kin. We call upon our dear departed loved ones to come in. The veil between the worlds is thin, our hearts reach across the sea of time to bring our loved ones in. Samhain, Samhain, we honor all our kin. We honor those who've gone before as the great wheel turns again. Samhain, Samhain, we call upon our kin. We call upon our sacred ancestors to come in. Samhain, Samhain, we call them to come in. We call upon our dear departed loved ones to come in. The veil between the worlds is thin, our hearts reach across the sea of time to bring our loved ones in. Samhain, Samhain, we honor all our kin. We honor those who've gone before, and the great wheel turns again. I now invite Bree to present a poem.
I would like to read this poem called The Door by Doreen Valente. Knockings upon the door of the unknown evoke an echoing answer. A footstep falls in the cloisters of the mind. The dream tapestries troubled by a breeze of other air sway in their shifting patterns when day is blind and perfumed twilight with dim stars is fair. Listen to the stream of silence flowing that feeds the moat around the castle and laps upon its eon-builded walls. The illusion of day has hid that which is here. Purity has veiled the pure, and the virtuous have blackened virtue. And the five senses seal each door. Now knock, and 3 times knock. One for the old one, threefold, who answer gives from earth and sea and air.
Thank you. Grace now has some thoughts on the ancestors.
At this time of year, I often think about honoring my beloved dead, and I focus on people and loved ones I knew in life. But when I think about working with ancestral spirits, I think of people I've never met, but who make up my lineage, whether that be of blood or spirit. And as I look back in time, there are several periods of problematic behavior and history in my family and my lineage. And it can be challenging to want to connect with the energy of those ancestors, whether that's modern racism or colonialism or cultural appropriation or something altogether different. I challenge myself, how do I engage and remain in right relationship with my current practice, with who I am today, with the generational curses that I've worked on healing. One aspect is breaking those generational patterns. And for me, that work has always meant accompanying action beyond the ritual circle. Doing the work to be anti-racist and to dismantle systems of oppression. Healing rituals are part of that, absolutely. But also research and engagement with those who are still to this day harmed by these systems. Being aware, donating funds, protesting, standing together, or just calling it out when you see it. Remaining in right relationship with today, with yourself, with your current practice, as you engage with what might feel very challenging in your ancestors. I would invite you to consider different ways that you can look at healing the wounds of the past for your own lineage, for all of our lineage, ways that give us a healthy future. When I'm feeling down about it, when I'm feeling particularly challenged, ultimately, I just try to remember that when we go far enough back, it is the same ancestor lineage, and they're so, so proud of us. We have roofs over our heads, we have enough food, we cook with rare spices like saffron and cinnamon, and we lead beautiful, thrilling, fulfilling lives. And we're honoring all of our ancestors, all of the lives they lived in doing that. Thank you.
Thank you, Grace. I now invite Dia to read a poem that she wrote.
As Samhain comes creeping in, the fall leaves a chill on my skin. I am transported back in time when you were alive and still mine. The women who have given me hope and healing became my mother when my own was unyielding. Mama Bridges bent to weed the corn row, cooking biscuits in the bowl of powdered floured snow. Renata, my German mother, standing strong, encouraging me incessantly to right what she deemed wrong. Cora, my mother, who died in blazing flame, whose simple cards and candies upon my heart branded her name. Grandma Horton, directed by Mama Bridges from beyond the grave to take me in, house me, clothe me, feed me, give me the love I so desperately crave. When I think of mothers, I do not think of her, my own mother who cast me aside, whose love was impure. I think of women who had no reason to love or claim me, women who took upon themselves the mantle of mother, of mommy. I look back now at the rich tapestry of love they wove and let their unconditional bright light create a grove, not of trees or of any tangible thing, but of all my mothers who have now taken wing.
Beautiful, Dia. Thank you. And now we have Marin, who is also going to sing a song that she wrote. Thank you, Marin.
Thank you. I was inspired to write this song for our October full moon circle while I was thinking of the upcoming time of year and about death and renewal, and I was imagining what it could feel like to transition from one life to the next. Part of my faith is that I believe that the soul is eternal and that we choose to experience various lifetimes as humans, animals, other creatures, plant life, like choosing a menu of things or experiences that will further grow your soul. Or your spirit can choose to move on to other ethereal pathways in this universe. While reincarnation is a soul journey that many folks in some earth religions believe, what happens when our physical earthly bodies die and our spirits are free isn't an exact science. It's my belief no one knows for sure what the process is. And I was contemplating patterns and cycles as we move into this autumn time and the thinning of the veil, and this came to my mind as someone, perhaps one of my ancestors, whispered into my ear. I thought it would fit in well as the veil continues to thin as we approach Samhain just 11 days from now. Horn bells sounding, scaring up an evening meal, full moon shine. next night. Oh, lining the pathway, lo, do I see who came before, mothers and fathers, sisters and brothers, reaching back down generation to my core, stepping in bright light. I choose to see what is to come, joy and sorrow, struggle and beauty, love hard won. Still, I choose to go for my soul. Floating on silent wings, part of the starlight, flowing along the way and on to that next
Beautiful, Maren. Thank you so much. I now call upon Robin.
This is a poem called The Gone Befores by Sue Silvermarie. You think they aren't in the car on either side, holding you upright while you sob and drive and wipe your tears again and sob? Your grandmother, Maria, maybe your mother's first cousin, Grace, or your two best friends who skedaddled early. You're revolving like an owl, checking the crossroads, but someone from before flies singing overhead. Listen. The gone befores have already taken every single step and made the same sweet mistakes you think are your exclusive. You think you could travel anywhere if they hadn't begotten you here? You can't even eat breakfast without someone who loves you hovering over your orange juice. Listen up and get an inner earful.
Thank you, Robin. I now call upon Nikki.
While I was looking for a poem to read for this month, I found this poem by someone named Barrett Jones. And Barrett's only in 3rd grade, but he wrote a beautiful little poem that I wanted to share with everyone. It's called All Things Are Connected. Inside each question swims the heart of an answer. Inside each step breathes the nature surrounding me. Inside me lives the souls of my ancestors and the hope of tomorrow. My ancestors are what keep me going, and the singing spirits in the lake. Many people I could be, but I am the only one that I am. All things are connected, like the ocean and the lake. and seeds and trees. All things share the same path, like the footprints we make, and the ancestors that used to make the footprints that we walk on. I am part of the world, but why am I here? Life and everything is a part of me. The earth calls to me and says, "You are the only you." I whisper back, "And we are the only we." All things are connected.
That's a great little poem, Nikki. Thanks for sharing that. I now call upon Andrew, who has another song for us.
Greetings, everyone. I'd like to share a song with you called When I Become the Moon. And I chose this one on this Ancestral Spirits Moon because it's a song that's about connecting with the old ways of our ancestors. And it was written by Eliza Gilkison and performed by Dam the Bard. I remember yesterday when I become the moon. When all the stars came out to play, we danced away the gloom. Circled round the ring of stones before they fell in ruin. I can hear our voices still when I become the moon. Hi, Diana ruled the wood, traces still remain. Shared the wisdom and the earth, shared the joy and pain. Echoes of life's passion play still haunt the bride and groom. But they'll be wed again someday when I become the moon. Soldiers of the holy war, holy great command, claimed the earth and all her shores. They stole Diana's land. But in my heart there lingers still the dark of her perfume. I drink the earthy wine until I become the moon. All that's left is history and Diana's blood and bone. Fragments of a mystery, her story, it's our own. But under cover of the stars, her secret is exhumed. I bow before her beauty now as I become the moon.
Thank you, Andrew. We now have Selena is going to give us reflections on healing.
So tonight, we will have the opportunity to join together with healing in several ways. I will be calling on ancestral spirits that are available and able to guide our healing workings. Then our bardic flute will come forth with Chris as you have a chance to reflect on sending healing from this circle to those you know who are in need. They may be in need because they themselves are having physical, mental, emotional, social, spiritual, energetic things that need more wellness. Maybe grieving the loss of loved ones. I'll leave it up to you as to which prayers you wish to put out at that time. And if you wish to name someone in need of healing in our comments, I invite you to use first name only or initials so that privacy for those receiving the healing can happen in a good way. After we've had our flute healing time together, I will be concluding with a planetary healing. So I invite you to connect with the realm of ancestors. I have here a spirit plate, a spirit cup, and lights. We invite ancestral spirits of healing to come and be with us, to join our working. Ancestral spirits of healing, come, be with us and aid our healing. Come, ancestral spirits of healing, come, be with us, work with us, guide the healing for those in need. We call to mind those in need as we hear flute, we reflect, we connect, we send healing as a community, as individuals, and with the ancestral spirits to those in need. We give thanks to the ancestral spirits of healing for working with us as we send forth healing to those in need. And we call forth ancestral spirits of healing, ancestral spirits that care about planet Earth, ancestors who know the ways of nature, ancestors who know ways of harmonizing not only with other humans, but with the greater circle of nature of which we are all part. We call on the ancestors of healing to be with us, and I call on all of you to send blessings for planet Earth, our home, sending blessings to all of us who are raising our voices and working for environmental healing and for climate justice, and special support to those who have been part of the Parliament of the World's Religions in the green faith workings for faiths for climate justice, to all who are putting forth communications and preparations for the COP26 UN Climate Summit, October 31st to November 12th in Glasgow, Scotland. Prayers for the planet, prayers for the biosphere, prayers for the interconnected web of life of which we are all part. Healing and wellness for planet Earth. Healing and wellness for planet Earth. Healing and wellness for planet Earth, now and in times to come. So mote it be. Aho, Amen, Ashe, Namaste, Salam, Shalom, blessed be.
Healing thoughts for planet Earth. Thank you, Selena. Shar will now give us an original Samhain chant that she wrote.
Thank you, everybody, so far. When I think of our ancestors, I've also heard this mentioned. I'm thinking about the whole web of life that has passed in this last year. Mama Skunk, who our neighbor, who maybe isn't there anymore, and the baby doe, that may be the mama mountain lion, you know, and so it goes. But the old oak tree that cracked off in the storm, and I think of the whole, all of our non-human ancestors and neighbors as well, and those we've lost and those have passed. So this is a rolling chant. And I invite you, as you feel moved, to just go ahead and sort of in your own space, chime in on the refrain. It'll become pretty clear pretty quick what it is. And this is called We Turn, We Turn, We Turn, We Turn. We turn, we turn, we turn, we turn, the wheel of life turns and returns. We turn, we turn, we turn, we turn, the wheel of life turns and returns. Being with our beloved dead, continuing bonds of love we shared, honoring all the life that's passed, a full year since the wheel turned last. We turn, we turn, we turn, we turn, the wheel of life turns and returns. We turn, we turn, we turn, we turn, the wheel of life turns and returns. Owls and bats and wolves and cats, spiders, pumpkins, witchy hats, our ancestral altars set, the web of life will not forget. We turn, we turn, we turn, we turn, the wheel of life turns and returns. We turn, we turn, we turn, we turn, the wheel of life turns and returns. Pentacles and apple seeds, candles and the ritual mead, photos, stories, lessons learned, honoring what our loved ones earned. We turn, we turn, we turn, we turn, the wheel of life turns and returns. We turn, we turn, we turn, we turn, the wheel of life turns and returns. Being with our beloved dead, continuing bonds of love we shared, honoring all the life that's passed, a full year since the wheel turned last. Oh, we turn, we turn, we turn, we turn, the wheel of life turns and returns. We turn, we turn, we turn, we turn, the wheel of life turns and returns. We turn, we turn, we turn, we turn, the wheel of life turns and returns. We turn, we turn, we turn, we turn, the wheel of life turns and returns. So mote it be.
That was great. Thank you, Shar. Dia now has a benediction for us.
Let all retreat from the sacred space who joined us in heart, mind, and spirit as we called the ancestors. For we called the ancestors, ancient and long gone, great family members, grandmothers, grandfathers, mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, sisters, brothers, cousins, and those we have chosen to be our family who have passed beyond the earthly veil and beyond our physical touch. We release the ancestors from our spaces and our virtual circle. We acknowledge all the ways that they have made their presence known during this time. And we ask them to continue to reach out to us as they are able and as they desire. We ask them to continue to be a beacon of hope and direction. And we thank them, for we know that tonight, during the full ancestral moon, the ancestors came.
Thank you, Dia. Dree, would you please now release our circle?
I call to the west in the powers of water with great, deep gratitude. I thank you for joining us and blessing our circle. Stay if you will, go if you must. Hail and farewell, water. I call to the south and the powers of fire. With great, deep gratitude, I thank you for blessing our circle. Stay if you will, go if you must. Bid you hail and farewell, fire. I call to the east and the powers of air. With deep gratitude, I thank you for joining and blessing our circle. Stay if you will and go if you must. I bid you hail and farewell, air. I call to the north and the powers of earth. And with deep gratitude, I thank you for joining and blessing our circle. Stay if you will, go if you must. I bid you hail and farewell, earth. The cosmos above, the planet below, the center within, always surrounding us, always around us. We bid you hail and farewell with our deep, deep gratitude. So be it.
Thank you, Dree. Selena, do you have some last words for us?
We give thanks to the divine as one and as many. We give thanks to the healing ancestors, the ancestors of many types. We give thanks to the full moon, and we give thanks to Samhain tide. We give thanks, we give thanks, we give thanks. And we invite our ancestors in a way that works for them and for us to continue to connect and commune with us in this Samhain season. And as we conclude our circle, let us give thanks to each other, all of us who are joined together in this great circle, the ancestral spirits full moon circle, joining live, joining later. We are all connected. We all are part of a loving sacred force within us and around us. And as we move from this circle into the next part of our evening, afternoon, or day, let us carry with us the remembrance of the ancestors, inspiration, healing, and wisdom of the ancestors, and the understanding and recognition that we and how we live our lives, we are the ancestors of tomorrow. Whether we have actual children or not, we have joined together tonight and we set in motion repatterning as part of this Samhain time, this full moon time. May we be well, may we be safe, may we be full of love. So be it.
I now invite all of the presenters here this evening to hold up their candles with me. Thank you for celebrating this ancestral full moon circle with us. We send everyone blessings at this Samhain time of year. Farewell to the old year and welcome the new. Thank you for joining the circle this evening. Please join us next month for Circle's Gratitude Full Moon Circle on Friday, November 19th. Merry meet, merry part, and merry meet again. Nikki, would you please now talk about Circle membership and donations?
Thank you all again for being with us this evening for the Circle Sanctuary Full Moon Circle. It would not be possible without all of your support. The money from donations and memberships goes towards so many things that Circle Sanctuary does. Public events, both in person and online, the Lady Liberty League, the Circle Sanctuary Cemetery, ministries, and also the upkeep of the beautiful nature preserve that is a vital part of Circle Sanctuary. You can visit Circle Sanctuary, www.circlesanctuary.org, to see all of the amazing things that Circle does. And please consider a donation or join in the membership program. Thanks again for your support and have a wonderful full moon evening.